Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Turn the Page as the world turns pages here. Okay, so expect shortages, higher prices as port workers prepare to strike. Did you know about this story? Well, I hope you have a plan.
This morning, a strike is looming at ports along the East and Gulf Coast that could cost the American economy billions of dollars per day and potentially lead to shortages for consumers.
A strike of this magnitude would cripple the U.S. economy.
Dock workers represented by the International Longshoremen's Association are threatening to go on strike Tuesday. The strike would affect 45,000 workers and close to 36 ports from Texas to Maine. Analysts warn a walkout lasting more than a week could lead to major supply chain disruptions. Anything imported could be delayed, including fresh produce, toys, alcohol, and vehicles and parts. Some experts warning if you need your car repaired, get to the dealership now.
If there's a prolonged strike, you could see shortages with fresh fruits and vegetables. Obviously, the automotive parts sector will be impacted.
The Port Workers Union is demanding higher wages and a ban on automated cranes, gates, and trucks. The U.S. Maritime Allowance, representing the ports, claims the union is bargaining in good faith. The Maritime Alliance has filed an unfair labor practice charge with the National Labor Relations Board in hopes of getting the union back to the bargaining table before Tuesday's contract deadline. Andrea Fujii, ABC News.
Okay, you guys, we are back and switching stories here. So I'm actually going to look up the Port Union Alliance and see, kind of vet the story that I just showed you there. Take a look at this. These are the younger generations that are waking up, starting at $126 grocery receipts for 3 days worth of food, while someone bitches in my ear about an abortion rights being the biggest issue in the U.S. right now. Boom, there they go. They're on a roll. You guys, we're going to start seeing more of this. And what else do we have here? Let's see here. This is, expect empty shelves at 7-Eleven is what somebody is predicting here. Let me just kind of blow this up here, see if it blows up. No, it doesn't. All right, as good as it gets. Why 7-Eleven? Do you guys know? Put it in the chat down there if you want. I think I have talked about the 7-Eleven in the past. All right, let's see here. People are just putting certain foods out there. All right, let me. Okay, let's see here. What I'm actually showing you right here is a longshoreman from Maine to Texas appears likely to go on strike, Seaport CEO says. So you got Savannah, Georgia here in this picture here. It's basically just letting you know that Chief Executive over Georgia, two booming seaports said Tuesday that it'll strike next week by dock workers across the U.S. East and Gulf Coast. Appears likely, though he's hopeful for the resulting shutdown would only last a few days. We would probably expect there to be a work stoppage, and we shouldn't get surprised if there is one, says this CEO. All right, so this is coming from the Associated Press, and they're basically asking how long is this going to be? Well, it's going from Maine to Texas, and they're preparing for a potential shutdown. They're all ports. They're basically all ports from Maine to Texas. What happened to California? And why is California omitted from this here? I'm not quite sure what type of port that they have out in California. I'm pretty sure up north they do. Let's see what else they're saying here. For how long would the strike last? No one really knows for sure. Why don't they know? Okay, let's see here. There's hasn't been a national longshoreman strike in the U.S. since 1977. So they're going to do it now when all this shit is going on. I'm telling you, this has got dirt all over this story. And the reason why I'm saying that to you is because when I went to go try to find more of the information that's out there, I'm seeing CNN, I'm seeing AP, I'm seeing CNBC, I'm seeing MSNBC. These stories are only coming out from them. What do you guys think? Okay, you guys, it's apparent that our economy is really London bridges falling down, or is it trees falling down? Check this out. I think this is in South Carolina.
Oh my God, they all falling. God. Oh my God, they all falling.
Everything is falling. Everything is falling right now, you guys. And this is, well, you know, I'm not here to bring you fear porn, but I'm just trying to tell you what the hell is going on out there. It's bad. Let me go back up there and see. This is from Greenville, South Carolina. And I think this is, if I'm mistaken, this is where Buck is located at. He did tell me trees were toppling over. So more devastation that's going on out there. Let's see here. All right, there's all kinds of stories about pizza places. People, you know, I don't really care. Let's take a look at one more story here. Look at all that sand. Woo, doggy. Trying to clear the roads. They've already done some of the cleanup. They're picking up all the chairs. Looks like somebody's walking along the road here. And the excavator is right in front of them up there. Okay, this is starting over again. Let me just kind of stop this and see what's behind the story. For those wondering why Barrier Island's access remains closed in Pinellas County, I don't know where this is. It's coming from Fox 13, and it says this is the view as you enter the Sunset Beach in Treasure Island. This is Treasure Island, Florida. I know Treasure Island got hit really bad because I've seen a lot more stuff out there around reference to that. All right, let's see what else we have out here. I'm just trying to find more stories, bringing it to you. Let's see here. This is going to take me out. All right. So this is Tennessee Valley Authority. So this is Nolichucky, I think is how you say this. River is crested, and the dam remains intact. Water is currently receding by approximately 1 foot per hour. The dam safety teams are in the process of assessing the conditions of the dam to determine the next step. We are estimating more water. Let's see what they have here. Oh my God. Whoa. Of course, this is a drone view, which is the only way that we get a bird's eye view of this, what's happening. The dam is busted. Look at it. It's just going right around it. I'm wondering what's going to happen with all that broccoli that's sitting there. Reminds me of broccoli. That's why I said that. Yeah, let's say there's a sign, overspill, keep away. This is not an overspill by any chance there. So there's more of this devastation. Guys, I was not expecting to give you more of this, but I'm out here. I want you to see what's happening in the Black Mountains. This is about 15 seconds. It'll go very quickly. All the cars. So is this our apocalypse? Yeah, I'm not really sure about that right now. So let's see what else we have here. Let's just see what we've got here. So more long and longer gas lines today in the area of Lockland around the Boulevard. Is still no service in gas stations, are cash only. Not seeing any grocery stores open up. Pretty much a shelter in place scenario for almost 2 days now. Some people seem frustrated and keeping to themselves. I bet you they are. Let me blow this up. Holy moly. They're going to run out of gas real soon here. Unbelievable. 276 said the route there. Let's see what else we have. Holy cow. All right. Let's see what else we've got going here. Okay, you guys. So this is how they're communicating. Someone out here is out on X is saying, thank you for the updates. Are you able to tell me anything about my area? My friends live there, and I'm desperate to know if she is okay. They circled a particular area, and Dan Whitaker came back and said, from what I've seen, a lot of Brevard, Brevard, was high enough up around the downtown area and fared well. Seemed like the area you circled would be most likely okay unless they are on that creek, and that's what we're seeing here. Yeah, it's unbelievable, you guys. All right, I'm gonna try to bring you some other news that's out there, but this is all that I'm seeing out here. I don't want to go into the political stuff just yet. I might save that for tomorrow. Yeah, and you guys, the only thing that I can basically say at this point is, it's a bad time. We can all have to pull together, stay together, and reach out and just check on people. If there's a way that you can help, you pray what that way may be, because it's all going to be independent for each person. And let's see here. So let me just kind of bring this to you right here. It says this is coming from the Disrespected Truckers. So I try to go out to the Port Union Alliance to see why they're going to strike. That means, all those containers cannot get to us, you guys. We've talked about this. The Patriots, everybody has been saying, stack up, stack up, stack up. So if you get in an area you could stack up, do it. So between the longshoremen and the truckers, this country stops when one group decides to strike. Make no mistake about it. When they label people's essentials, we're all essentials. Without one of you, don't have one another. Excuse me, let me read that. Without one, you don't have the other. That includes everyone. I think that misspelled, but it's truck stop workers, restaurant workers. What else do we have here? Everyone support America workers. Let's enough letting the rich get richer while we live paycheck to paycheck. And let's see if this is exactly what he is saying here.
Billions, and they're spending it fast as they make it. I want a piece of that for my men, because when they made their most money was during COVID. When my men had to go to work on those piers every single day, but everybody stayed home and went to work. Not my men. They died out there with the virus. We all got sick with the virus. We kept them going. From Canada to Maine to Texas, Great Lakes, Puerto Rico, now the Bahamas, everybody went to work during COVID. Nobody stayed home. Well, I want to be compensated for that. I'm not asking for the world. They know what I want. They know what I want. And if they don't, well, then I have to go into the street. And we have to fight for what we rightfully deserve. These people today don't know what a strike is. When my men hit the streets, from Maine to Texas, every single port, a lockdown. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships. They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down. They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in. They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the companies money to pay their salaries. Well, it went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 80. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract. Let's move on with this world. In today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means. Nobody does.
Okay, you guys, I'm just going to read some of the comments here because every one of these comments, I think it's just basically it's people speaking their minds, and that's what this channel is all about. So it says, what about the nursing homes that had to be face to face with everyday risk of our lives? Who did anything for us except threaten us with our jobs was gone if we didn't take the vax? So don't give me strike. You're not the only one that had to go through something. That's Brian guy. Everybody has their, we were all a piece of the puzzle. And I'm not going to judge because Brian's saying that the strike isn't pertinent. All of it is. Every piece of the puzzle is what makes up our lives. And let me just tell you this is because we let the conglomerates, basically all the big corporations, they all use the same distribution. They all basically have control over manufacturing, distribution, the supply chain. This is a problem. And, we have no control over it. And so this is what I think everybody needs to get educated on and understanding for the near future, for the future of our children. So the disrespected trucker says, stand up and support each other. It was meant to divide us. I went to Minnesota State Capitol and stood up with the healthcare workers. Why? Because we are all essential. Union, another centralized partner coming from woke GPT, says, disgusted as for the working man, but just another Ponzi scheme that will cut the legs out from the people of this country in pursuit of their own benefit. Hem's not living paycheck to paycheck, but this member his members will always be. Sorry about that. All right, so what else do we have here? There's just a lot of fights that are going on. So we have natural catastrophes. We have people taken to the streets. There's protests that are out there. I'm just going to mute this here and show you. There's just devastation going across. Oh, geez. I didn't want to show that. Let's move along. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I have too much empathy. I feel too much, and I apologize if you were just. It was a car. It was a car. Just wow. All right. So I don't know how that got snuck in there in this particular thing here. So let's pray for whatever I just saw. Seriously. Okay. So let's see here. The Harris Brown Plan for America. I'm not sure who the Brown is. Radical Harris. Shady. Okay, this is more political stuff I didn't want to do. Today I started a 28-day no swearing challenge, which I will restart tomorrow. You better believe it. You better believe it, because what the hell is going on out there? All right, so let me just tell you something else. There's another tropical storm. If you guys don't believe in weather warfare, there's so many people out there that are doing those stories on it. I'll try to find some, but that's not my forte. I pretty much I can do some research on it. I'm just trying to give you guys a heads up that if you haven't been prepared, start getting prepared. Get the water, get the food, canned goods, and candles, flashlights, batteries, all of those things. It doesn't matter whether you're in a hurricane, you're in a flood, whether you're in a tropical storm, whether you're in the inner city. Each one of us is being touched by this something right now. The inner cities have to figure out, how am I not going to get shot if I just stick my head out the window? Because you have the south side of Chicago that's getting really upset about the immigrants, and it's like bad stuff. All right, so increasing potential for another storm in the Gulf over the next 5 to 10 days. I am keeping an eye on this, as my husband is. The name is Kurt and Leslie. So there's next names are Kurt and Leslie, and they'll be competing with the Atlantic system for the next name. Here are my thoughts as of Saturday. So they're basically thinking that this way, they come out of nowhere, you guys. These weathermen, I'm telling you, they don't see them, and they said that we're going to keep an eye on it. And they're like, it's a category 1, and then boom. I read something earlier in my last video. You guys go check it out, how they've been seeding. They've been cloud seeding for a long time, and they also kind of figured out how to control things. But I also think that they don't know how to get control of some of these things. So right now, they kind of call this down here in the yellow part spaghetti. And they just start out with this as spaghetti in the beginning until they can truly understand where this is actually going. And this is a spaghetti model, if you will, but it looks like it's headed over to Texas, California. How come it never ever hits California? Mexico got some of it the last time. All right, this food for thought. More pictures here. Let's see here. This is Kid Rock. He's giving this kid $500 tips. This is a guy that's giving back. He's giving back to the people. You don't never know what that $500, and I know God works in mysterious ways. God works in mysterious ways because every action has an intention behind it. And whether it's coming from Kid Rock or God or your guardian angels, let me tell you, you have to start believing in this right now, and just keep praying. Pray for the ones that need help. Pray for yourself. Pray for your family. All right, so I'm going to come back to you guys here, and I'm going to stop sharing this. And just let you, oops, I didn't want to do that. Stop. All right, I'm back here with you guys here. Boy, oh boy, there's so much going on here. We're all just trying to survive at this time. We're getting so close to this election. But what's going to come out of this election is, I'm going to only talk about it 5 more minutes, and then I'll let you guys go, is we're going to see what this current administration that's put into place, these puppets, what they're going to do and what they're not doing. And that should determine the fate of this country. And if you haven't decided on what the fate of the country is, if you haven't decided who you're going to vote on, figure it out right now. There's no other time but now to figure this out. All right. Take care. Love each and every one of you. Keep watching my videos, share, like, and subscribe to them. And now I turn the page.